Hey Dodgers fans, today we're diving deep into a story that's been unfolding this season. An ongoing struggle between the Dodgers and the Mets that has been anything but easy for Los Angeles. So far this year, these two teams have clashed 6 times, and the stats tell a story of dominance by the Mets pitching staff that has left the Dodgers scrambling to find answers. Through all these encounters, the Dodgers have managed to put up only 20 runs total against the Mets, with a surprising 4 of those runs coming only during extra innings. That's a pretty stark contrast to what we'd expect from a lineup that's usually explosive, but when you look closer, the Mets' pitching has truly been the great equalizer, shutting down one of the most potent offenses in the league. As the regular season approaches the final showdown between these two, the series will conclude this Thursday afternoon at Dodger Stadium. This game stands out because it will be the first day game in this stretch of matchups, which is interesting considering how these games have been scheduled tightly, with 7 meetings in just 14 days. It's been a sprint of high intensity and non-stop competition, and now the Dodgers will try to flip the script in front of their home crowd, hoping to finally find some rhythm against a Mets team that's been stifling their efforts from the mound. Looking back on the head-to-head performances, the Mets have taken 2 out of 3 games, not only in their home stadium in New York, but also in Dodger Stadium. That shows how their pitching has translated well on the road as well, maintaining the pressure regardless of venue. The Dodgers' offensive production against New York's pitchers has been surprisingly low, hitting just 205 for batting average, with an on-base percentage of just 290 and a slugging percentage barely above 314. Those numbers are well below what you'd expect from a lineup full of star power, and it reflects just how effectively the Mets pitchers have executed their game plans. The Mets' starting rotation has been a key factor in this dominance. Over the course of the 6 games played so far, their starters have combined for a solid earned run average sitting at 2.76, paired with a whip, a measure of walks plus hits per inning pitched, just a bit over 1 at 1.041. Those numbers indicate very effective pitching, controlling base runners, and limiting scoring chances. The starters have struck out 30 Dodgers batters while walking only 13 across 32 and 2/3 innings, which speaks volumes about their command and ability to keep Dodgers hitters off balance. 5 out of the 6 Mets starters have managed to last at least 5 innings each outing, demonstrating both stamina and consistency. The only exception was Griffin Canning's outing on May 23rd at Citi Field, which was cut short due to a rain delay lasting 98 minutes. That night, Canning only recorded 8 outs, but he more than made up for it just recently by throwing 6 scoreless innings in the Dodgers ballpark, showing resilience and the ability to bounce back after a tough break. The longest outing against the Dodgers came from left-hander David Peterson, who pitched 7 2/3 innings back on May 24th, tying his career high for innings pitched in a game. He was dominant enough to secure a win over Los Angeles that day, and now he is slated to start the series finale this Thursday. With a strong performance expected for Peterson, the Dodgers will have their work cut out for them, trying to break through his pitching and put runs on the board. The Mets bullpen has also played an important role in shutting down Dodgers hitters. Relief pitchers for New York have posted an impressive earned run average of 2.36, with a whip of 1.163. In just 26 and 2/3 innings, their relievers have struck out 30 batters while walking only 7, showing sharpness and control late in games when the pressure mounts. The Dodgers' bats have struggled to gain any momentum once the Mets starters hand the ball off to their bullpen, making it difficult to mount comebacks or add insurance runs. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts has acknowledged the challenge posed by the Mets pitching, pointing out the execution and sequencing that has put his hitters one step behind. After the loss on Wednesday, Roberts commented that the Dodgers have had trouble anticipating what the Mets pitchers would do next. When they did get chances, mistakes in the hitting zone, for example, they have struggled to capitalize, which has only added to the frustration. It's a mental and physical chess match, and so far the Mets have been outplaying the Dodgers at their own game. Looking at the results from these 6 meetings, the Dodgers have lost all 4 games in which they scored 3 or fewer runs. That underlines how critical offensive production is in this matchup, and it highlights the Mets' ability to keep the Dodgers scoring low and consistent. The Dodgers' only wins have come in games where they managed to break out and score more than that, showing just how difficult it has been to solve the Mets' pitching puzzle. As Thursday's game approaches, all eyes will be on how the Dodgers adjust their approach at the plate, and if they can finally turn the tide against a pitching staff that has kept them largely in check this season. It's a fascinating storyline, full of tension and anticipation, and one that promises an exciting finish as the Dodgers try to wrestle back some control before the regular season moves on. Diving deeper into this intense rivalry, it's clear that the pitching duel between the Dodgers and the Mets is the defining storyline of their meetings this season. While the Dodgers' offense has struggled to find consistency, the Mets' arms have delivered performance after performance that has frustrated even the most skilled hitters. The combination of sharp pitch selection, excellent control, and effective sequencing has put the Dodgers in a reactive position, often forcing them to chase pitches outside the strike zone or settle for weak contact. This strategic edge the Mets have held has created a significant gap in the series that the Dodgers will be desperate to close in the final game. One of the factors that has contributed to the Mets' pitching success is their starters' ability to consistently go deep into games. Lasting 5 innings or more has given their bullpen less strain, allowing relievers to be used more selectively and aggressively when called upon. This endurance has also prevented the Dodgers' offense from getting fresh looks at new pitchers, which can sometimes spark rallies or adjustments at the plate. The Mets starters have done an excellent job of setting the tone early, keeping the Dodgers off balance and unable to build momentum in any of the matchups so far. Griffin Canning's unique situation highlights the unpredictable nature of baseball. His brief start affected by the rain delay could have derailed his rhythm for the series, but he responded strongly with 6 scoreless innings in his next outing, demonstrating resilience and focus. Performances like these are crucial in a tightly contested series because momentum can shift quickly based on a single pitcher's outing. For the Dodgers, having someone like Canning step up is vital if they hope to break through the Mets' pitching wall. For the Dodgers, the difficulty has been not only facing the strong pitching, but also figuring out how to respond under pressure. Manager Dave Roberts' comments after recent losses reveal a team that is aware of its struggles, but still searching for the right formula to crack the Mets' code. Anticipation and execution have been missing elements at the plate, with hitters finding themselves one step behind the pitcher's strategies. When mistakes do come, the Dodgers have found it challenging to take advantage consistently, which has hampered their ability to swing the momentum in their favor during close games. Statistically, the impact of this pitching dominance is clear. The Dodgers' inability to score more than 3 runs in 4 losses highlights just how vital offensive production is against a Mets team that does not allow many scoring chances. Winning games where the offense is stifled becomes nearly impossible, especially when facing pitchers who can maintain control and composure deep into games. This trend adds another layer of pressure on the Dodgers hitters to elevate their approach and find ways to generate runs even against elite pitching. Looking ahead to the upcoming game, all eyes will be on how both teams approach the battle on the mound and at the plate. The Dodgers will need to find ways to disrupt David Peterson's rhythm if they hope to finally gain an advantage. Whether that means making adjustments in their batting order, changing their approach at the plate, or relying on strategic pinch hitting, the challenge is clear: overcome a pitcher who has been both durable and effective. On the other side, the Mets will look to maintain their pitching dominance and continue controlling the pace of the game, knowing that keeping the Dodgers' offense off balance has been key to their success. Another important aspect to consider is how the mental game plays into these matchups. Repeated struggles against the same pitching staff can create psychological barriers for hitters, making it even harder to perform under pressure. Confidence is a huge factor in baseball, and the Dodgers will need to find ways to boost morale and approach each at-bat with a fresh mindset. Meanwhile, the Mets, riding the wave of success, will be motivated to close out the series strong and maintain their hold over the Dodgers this season. This series is a fascinating example of how baseball is often a game of matchups and adjustments. Pitchers and hitters are locked in constant strategic battles, and the team that adapts quickest often gains the upper hand. The Mets' ability to consistently execute their game plan has put them ahead for now, but the Dodgers have the talent and experience to mount a comeback if they can crack the code. It will be exciting to see how both teams adapt in this final game, with so much riding on the outcome. As we get closer to the final pitch, the stakes could not be higher. Each pitch, each at-bat, and every defensive play could tip the balance in what has been a tightly contested series. The Dodgers have shown flashes of their usual firepower, but have struggled to string those moments together against a Mets pitching staff that refuses to give in. The final game promises to be a high-stakes showdown where every move counts, and both teams will be pushing hard to claim victory. This rivalry has produced some memorable moments already, and the concluding game is sure to add another chapter to the story. Fans on both sides will be watching closely, knowing that these matchups often serve as a preview for potential postseason battles. The intensity, skill, and drama on display make for must-watch baseball, with the added intrigue of how these teams respond to pressure and adversity. Ultimately, the Dodgers' challenge is clear: break through the Mets' pitching fortress and find ways to manufacture runs in a way they haven't been able to consistently do so far. For the Mets, the goal remains to continue pitching smart and maintaining control to shut down one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. This clash of strengths and weaknesses creates an electrifying atmosphere and sets the stage for a thrilling conclusion to their season series. As the final game draws near, the Dodgers will be working hard behind the scenes to prepare their lineup and develop strategies to counter the Mets' approach. Whether it's focusing on patience at the plate, capitalizing on small mistakes, or tightening up defensive play, every detail matters in a matchup this close. The Mets, meanwhile, will be reinforcing what has worked for them all season: precise pitching, timely relief appearances, and keeping Dodgers hitters guessing at every turn. This showdown exemplifies the beauty of baseball, the ebb and flow of momentum, the tactical battles between pitchers and hitters, and the mental toughness required to overcome adversity. With so much at stake and so many variables in play, the final game between these two teams promises to be a gripping conclusion to a highly competitive series. Dodgers fans will be hoping for a breakout performance from their hitters, while Mets supporters will be counting on their pitching staff to keep up the dominance. No matter the outcome, these matchups between the Dodgers and Mets highlight the unpredictable and thrilling nature of baseball, where even the smallest details can have a huge impact on the result. It's a reminder of why fans love the game, for the drama, the skill, and the moments that keep us on the edge of our seats. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Rumors are swirling through the Dodgers clubhouse as murmurs of internal tension continue to grow louder. The latest whispers point to a surprising development involving none other than superstar Mookie Betts, who, according to sources close to the team, has expressed his unwillingness to share the field with fellow outfielder Michael Conforto. While no official statement has been made by the organization, insiders claim that Betts was recently overheard saying he won't accept playing alongside Michael Conforto anymore. It's a shocking sentiment, considering Betts' reputation as a team-first player and one of the most respected voices in the clubhouse. Though no specific incident has been publicly linked to the reported rift, speculation is rampant about possible friction behind the scenes. Some believe the tension could stem from a clash in playing styles, personalities, or even recent defensive alignments that placed both players in overlapping roles in the outfield. Others wonder whether a disagreement off the field may have soured their relationship. Conforto, who joined the Dodgers with hopes of reigniting his career, has yet to respond publicly to the alleged remarks. Dodgers management has remained tight-lipped, neither confirming nor denying the reports. However, there's growing concern that if unresolved, this tension could disrupt clubhouse chemistry just as the team enters a critical stretch of the season. Could this be a smokescreen, a motivational ploy, or a genuine personal divide? Until someone steps forward, fans and analysts are left speculating. But one thing is clear: all eyes are now on the Dodgers outfield, and what happens next could define more than just this season. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.